Welcome back to Leeds Lately. Before we get into this one, if you could just hit that subscribe button down below, that would really help me out because we're trying to hit that big 6K before the start of the season. But today's video is part 3 of the complete guide series, where today we're going to be looking at Ryan Manning, who has most recently been at Swansea but is now a free agent. Ryan Manning then is a 27-year-old left back. He was at Swansea, like I say, now a free agent. His market value is €2.5 million, and his nation is the Republic of Ireland. He is 5'11", left-footed, and like I said, a left back. Ryan Manning is something of an attacking left back, and his defensive stats leave a lot to be desired. So let's get straight into it. So in terms of goals and assists, in the 21-22 season in the Championship, 2 goals, 4 assists. He's absolutely upped his game this year. In the 22-23 season, 5 goals and 10 assists, which is brilliant for a left back. And when we look at those attacking statistics, you can see how high up he is. Non-penalty goals, 90th percentile for left backs, so he's in the top 10% of all left backs who've played a similar amount of minutes to him, as we keep saying in these videos, and in similar leagues to him. But when you look at his other, I'll just pause it. You can just pause it if you like and look at these. I won't go through all of them, but if you look at the 96th percentile, 96th percentile, shot creating actions, 99th percentile. Now, I mentioned this yesterday, but if you haven't seen that one, shot creating actions is just a way of measuring like the pre-assist, who passed the ball to the person who passed it to the person who shot. He either gave it to the person who shot himself, or he was the one who passed it to the passer of the person who shot, if you get what I mean. So it could be a set piece, you could have whipped it in off a corner, someone flicks it on and the next person scores. That's a shot creating action, or at least they shoot. It could be a free kick where it's flicked on by a player and then another one hits it towards goal as well. So those are the sorts of things. It's just a way of seeing how many chances somebody creates, or how many chances somebody's involved in creating. And he ranks in the 99th percentile for that. So that is unbelievable, and that would be music to Daniel Farke's ears, because he wants his fullbacks high and wide, creating width, them being the ones that get the ball into the box, that maybe score, maybe assist, maybe create those chances for other players around them. So I think really Ryan Manning would be an excellent signing for Daniel Farke, if not for his defensive stats. Now, you'll see them on screen now, but I'll have to look down at these here. Other than his tackles in the middle third and challenges lost, he doesn't lose many challenges. It's pretty poor reading. Shots blocked is really low. Clearances is really, really low. But then maybe that is something to do with the way that Swansea have played last season. He wasn't maybe right in the centre of the box to make clearances. But it's not great reading, is it? But the thing is about the way that Daniel Farke will play is he'll expect those players, those fullbacks, to tuck in and make a bit of a 3. So if you have Cody Drama attacking up on the right-hand side, Ryan Manning will be back a lot more to defend when it's in that situation, and then vice versa. And if it is Cody Drama that plays there, Cody Drama will drop in and make up a 3. Whoever it is, it could be Ayling even, but they'll make up a 3, and then it's hard to tell really, but to me it sounds pretty bad in terms of his defending. But when we had Alioski, a lot of people complained about his defensive capabilities because he was a winger, but he was really good at going forward and creating chances and scoring goals, and that was what really we were excited about. And then when he left, we really missed him because we missed somebody doing that, and we saw that somebody like Alioski, Dallas, who both really are wingers, can play at left back in the Championship and do a really good job, like they did under Bielsa. So you could see that Ryan Manning, it's not exposed as much because you're a team at the top of the table. You're a team who are always on the attack, and a team who are most likely to dominate most games given the style of play that Farke has and the personnel we might have. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if that would be a deal breaker for you. He is a free agent at the moment though, so it could be that we get him for free and it's an absolute steal. So now we're going to come on to the actual tactical analysis of what he has done in games now. Usually there's compilations of people out there, but there really wasn't for Ryan Manning. I looked and looked and looked. There were some ones from when he used to play for QPR, but that was too old. So I actually had to go through Swansea's every single goal Swansea have scored this season video that Swansea themselves had uploaded. So yeah, these are the stills that I got from that, but I still got some pretty good examples of what I would like to see from him. So this first one you can see on the screen now, the ball was crossed in and the striker, instead of aiming it towards goal because he couldn't quite, he actually decided to just flick it on backwards because he saw that Ryan Manning had made a run back post, and what he'd done so cleverly is played on the blind side of the right fullback. So the right fullback doesn't even know he's there. You can tell by the fact that he's scrambling at this point in the first screenshot. And then when you go to the next one, the ball is bouncing right in front of Ryan Manning, who, to be fair to him for a left back, pulls out a really good, calm, composed volley across the keeper into it hit the post and bounced back into the other side of the net. That's why it looks like it just completely changed direction there. But yeah, really calm, composed finish from a left back, and he was in the right place at the right time, and sometimes that's all you need, and that is really just having that little bit of intuition to know where to stand, to know where to be, to time your run right, and I think he could be really good at that, pulling in at the back post and scoring goals. The next one we're going to look at then is actually on the opposite side of the pitch. The Swansea player has the ball and he's looking to open his body up and maybe shoot, but instead decides to clip it over to the back post. The angle changes here, but you can see that he's clipped it right over towards the back post. And yet again, Ryan Manning is there, running in at the back post on the blind side of that fullback. This time he comes inside the fullback, between this fullback and the centre back, fills that little gap there, and then puts it in the back of the net with an excellent finish. Again, sliding to do so. So again, really good attacking football from him, knowing exactly when to make his run on the blind side of defenders. It's almost a striker's run, that, coming in at the back post, or a proper winger, but he does really well to get in there and puts it in the back of the net. The last one we're going to talk about, which I think is something that we've lacked, is set piece delivery. He is left-footed, and we don't really have any left-footed set piece takers. And I think if you was somebody who actually starts in your team every week, you'd love to have somebody like this to take your set pieces. Because if we look at this still here, you see the players lined up pretty normally, and he is going to have to curl it round to do anything here, to get any sort of contact for his players there. So he shapes his body up and he curls it right round everybody, and it's straight into the path of a Swansea player who buries it with a header. And for me, that is something that cannot be underrated. You really, really need somebody who can take set pieces, because those situations, we've been punished so many times before where we've said Cooper's gone out wide and he's made a tackle in a stupid area, and you've thought, oh God. And lo and behold, they've whipped the ball in and they've put it in the back of the net, but we never seem to be able to do it. So maybe if we had a little bit of set piece delivery from somebody like Ryan Manning, and then maybe Joel Perreault, his old teammate, on the end of it, you could really see that link up coming together and them getting the ball in the box from set pieces, and somebody like Perreault going and finishing it off, being backed up by those other midfielders as well coming in. So I think Ryan Manning is a bit of a mixed bag. Attacking wise and going forward, he's absolutely brilliant. One of the best attacking fullbacks in the Championship by a mile. Defensively, leaves a lot to be desired. But like I said, because Leeds are now managed by Daniel Farke, because of the players we've got, because of the budget we've got and the wage bill, we are likely to be playing very attacking football and have the ball for most of games, be a very possession-based team, because that's how Daniel Farke likes to play. And so I don't think his defensive failings, if you will come into it as much as you might think, but I would like to see an improvement if he does sign on some of those statistics there, because like I say, they don't make for great reading. But if he's having to tuck in and train, and Daniel Farke trains him into tucking in and becoming a left centre back to create a 3 when they're on the opposition or on the break and Leeds have lost the ball, then hopefully you'd like to see those statistics improve slightly. But yeah, you can make up your own mind. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like I say, my opinion is I'd love to have him because he's an excellent attacking fullback, but also his defensive attributes leave a little bit to be desired and do worry me a little bit. So yeah, let me know down below. If you have enjoyed this 3-part series, then please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button. There'll be plenty more transfer and Leeds United tactics, analysis, everything you can think of on the way before too long this summer. So yeah, thanks for watching this one. Thanks for watching the series, the 3-part series, and I shall see you next time in the next Leeds Lately video.